There we go. Going live. Welcome to the KingCast. I missed my whole... Welcome back to the King's Corner, the place that for all things Bethesda, but that's okay. Y'all know that by now. I am the KingFanMan, and I have a special guest with me today. Y'all probably can see that right over here. This is the Ghosty with the Mosty. Ghost, how are you doing today? I always get to say that. They never get to see you. Now they get to see you. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Awesome.
Do they really want to see me?
Of course they want to see you. Well, guys, welcome to, as I said, the KingCast. We've got a lot of things to talk about today. Y'all let me know how the stream is going. Let me know. Again, we may have a little bit of lag, a little bit of delay. I am back at my mother's house, so not quite as good of internet. Hey, Nukem. Hey, Dane. Hey, Psycho. But just let me know how the audio is, and we can make adjustments as we go. We're obviously going to be talking a lot about Fallout 76. Fallout 76 turns 3 years old tomorrow. It is going to be the 3-year anniversary of Fallout 76. So I want to share some of my and Ghost's memories. Can you believe we've been playing for 3 years, Ghost?
No. It's gone by kind of fast, hasn't it?
It has gone by very, very fast, yes. Psycho says it'll be easier to hear you sing now. That's so funny. He's not going to let off on that, is he? Let me put this up. I'm going to bring up the... I like to see you there. I'm going to bring up the... the people chatting on another thing. So y'all just give me a second. I was telling Ghost that my iPad went bye-bye today. So I'm doing things a little bit different. I'm going to get it on my phone. So here we go. Turn the volume down. Now, there I can keep up with y'all. Hey, Johnny, what's going on? I'll just have to look down a little bit more than I normally do. Okay, Fallout 76, 3 years old. We're also going to talk, of course, a little bit about Skyrim being 10 years old and the Skyrim 10, the 10th anniversary edition that came out. A little bit of Starfield news as well. Todd Howard gave a big interview. We're going to talk about that too. And then, of course, talk about anything that y'all want to talk about because this is a subscriber-driven podcast. But I want to make sure to involve my special guest just as absolutely much as possible because y'all been asking for Ghost to be on here, and I'm so happy that she is on here today. So let's talk about some of our memories from Fallout 76. The first thing I do remember is it is Fallout 76 is kind of how we met, Ghost, but we met by me trying to talk you into playing Fallout 76. I don't remember how that all came about, but you may remember that better than I do.
I do. It was right after the E3, the broadcast, and it was online. And I don't even know how, but I think I went on Twitter and said something, and you responded. And that was like the first. I never used my Twitter. I had it all this time, never used it. And then you responded back to me, and that was it. Next minute, we just started talking, and I don't know.
That's it, huh?
And we were also talking about John Denver, if I recall. Oh, and Haunted Mansion.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about how you...
Got to talk about the Haunted Mansion.
And then you were like, why do you not want to try this? And I'm like, it's online. I don't want to do this online. So.
Well, if you guys remember, I was so upset when it was first announced to be online. Oh, man.
I know, she's an addict.
Oh. Hey, Tamara, what's going on? Hey, Kane, what's going on? The other Kane. We got Kane and the other Kane and Jeremy and the other Jeremy. When they first announced Fallout 76 and then said it was online, of course, you know, the rumors were out there that it might be online. I was very upset, too, because I've never been a multiplayer person at all. Have you played other multiplayer games before this one?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
Like
like Call of Duty, Left 4 Dead. I don't know. Yeah. I've been playing a lot. And
yeah.
I wanted a break from it. And after playing Fallout 4 for so long, I was like, I enjoyed it, you know? And then all of a sudden I'm going back into online, and, you know, and I'm thinking, oh, not this. Because, you know, especially being a girl, you get a lot of grief, especially in Call of Duty. But, yeah, so I was like, oh, no, not this again, you know? But
even in Fallout sometimes too.
Oh, yeah.
Sadly. That's why you need a good partner. I'm patting myself on the back right there. I made a decision from the very start that I was going to give it a try, though. I'm going to give this game a try. And, you know, hearing everything about it and all these things, I knew it was going to be different. But I fell in love with it really, really quick. I don't know how long it took you to start enjoying the game, but I fell in love with it really quick, because it was such. The first thing that got me about Fallout 76 was the ambiance of the world. It just felt so apocalyptic. It felt so empty. It felt so, and of course I know some people were griping about the emptiness of the world, but it felt like a true apocalypse game should feel to me.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was more like it is now when we first started with the people. I did not like robots everywhere and having to read the terminal. And that's just me, you know. But like after Wastelanders came out, I liked it a lot more.
Hey, James. James says, hello, King, and Ghost, nice to see you. Psycho says, I always wanted Fallout to be like Conan Exiles, like 10 to 12 player co-op. That would be great, too, yes.
Yeah, that would be a lot. Yeah, that would be cool.
But Psycho said he did like the empty and creepy feel of it. You know, I know it wasn't planned to do this way, but I kind of liked how the progression went. You know, it started out empty, and then it's kind of built up over time to having the people and all that. But I guess I'm a loner, so I liked the emptiness of it. Some of your favorite memories. That's what I want to start with, and I want to start with you guys as well. Me and Ghost is going to share some of our favorite memories before we go into the news of Fallout 76. And I am putting her on the spot because I didn't tell her beforehand that we were going to do this, other than right before the podcast. But just right off the top of your head, what are some of your favorite memories, maybe early on from the game?
Yeah. Favorite memories? I don't know. Like, what are yours? So I have an idea. Like, what do you mean?
See, coming right out of Halloween, I have to say Mischief Night was one of my favorites.
Oh, well, okay, yeah. Well, yeah, that was an awesome event.
Yeah.
I get it with all the explosions, but couldn't they just turn that off? You know?
They could.
Or just remove the cars?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or a few cars. Whatever was the problem. Mischief Night was absolutely wonderful.
I didn't even know about sporking the lawn, you know, putting the forks in the grass, that thing.
I had to look it up, but yeah, that was actually a tradition. Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. So that I learned something new.
I love in Bethesda games, and of course I can go back in my mind. One of my favorite things to do in Bethesda games is exploring and finding new things. And back when 76 was fresh, just exploring the world. I remember seeing, you know, the Charleston Capitol for the first time, and some of the things, other things in the world. Those were just they're just stuck in my mind, and I love that about a Bethesda game. I think exploring the world is my favorite thing to do. Kane says, King, I really don't like multiplayer either, but straight away he likes 76 too, though it started after a few updates. Renrud, hey Renrud, buddy, how you doing, bud? He says, hello, King and Ghost. Jeremy, this is the first Jeremy, because we got the second Jeremy right after. They always comment right together. That's so funny. Jeremy says, I think there should be fewer NPCs and then go up every year. I like that. I do like that. Because there's people coming back in. That's the whole storyline. The other Jeremy says, I hope you don't mind being the other Jeremy. The empty Cade, it, feels like the Wasteland and Meat Week was one of my favorites. Let's see, I misread that, I'm sure. It feels like the wasteland. The emptiness felt like the wasteland, yeah, and Meat Week was one of his favorites, too. The first Meat Week. Meat Week was supposed to be 4th of July event, and the first time that was really a good event. Kane says 76 still feels empty compared to other Fallouts, which works well since there has not been as much of a chance to increase population numbers post-nuclear Fallout. James says, hi from Mississippi. Me and the wife love y'all's videos and streams. Well, hey, from Arkansas. I am your neighbor. Hello, neighbor. My wife is the Mississippi Queen. She's not here today. She's normally sitting right here beside me, but she is from Mississippi too. So welcome to the show. So glad you're here. Now he's the other man. That's funny.
Who's the other man? What?
The other man? That's what Psycho said. So early on, anything early that you can remember? I still remember building my first house. I remember where it was. Do you have any of those memories? See, I'm weird that I can remember some of these things. I went left out of the Vault 76, and you know where the little the Mothman little cultist statue thing is now is. No, I'm just talking about through the woods, out through the woods.
Oh.
And it's close there to where the I was up on the mountain from the lighthouse was where my first little cabin was. I mean, it was. I'm talking about right after the game started. It was one of the first things I did. It was a little one-room cabin. That was it.
Yeah, I don't think. I have no idea. I do not remember. I remember later on when we both were on like the water.
Yeah.
But did I even have a camp? Oh no! Well, no. I don't think I had a camp. I don't remember. That's the one I first remember. Is the one I built next to yours.
Well, if I want to be fully honest, how it really started, and maybe some of y'all remember this, I didn't get to start when everybody else did. Now, I did get to play some of the beta, but I had pre-ordered. I got the helmet and all the stuff from Bethesda, and the game did not come in on time. So everybody else is playing for like a week, and here I am with a Bethesda channel going, well, this is really nice. And I didn't get to play. And somebody, I think it was you, bought me an Xbox copy. And we started playing Xbox. And we played until about level 50 on Xbox. Maybe a little bit more. And then we switched to PC. And we're doing both, but then we went mainly PC. So that was kind of neat. I had that week where I was giving tips on Fallout 76 and I couldn't play. But I was giving tips based on what I'd done in the beta, so it was kind of neat.
I did do the stress test when that first came out on Xbox.
Yeah.
And scared the living daylights out of me. Right as it ended, I had like 8 ghouls chasing me. I had no bullets in my gun. And it's playing the John Denver song. And I'm like, really? I'm thinking, what kind of game? What's happening right now? No, yeah, so I did do the stress test, and I think I did build a camp by the radio transmission place.
Uh-huh.
You know, the first one you have there in the forest?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it was there.
Maybe you remember this. Renrut says the night that you were going to E3, I guess meaning me, Renrut and Ghost and Scott ran amok greeting new players, and he says that was a blast.
I do remember.
Were y'all being nice or mean to the new players? That's what I want to know.
Oh, come on. We're nice. We were just acting like a bunch of idiots. It was fun. I can't. Which time, though? Which time was it? Because once we were dressed, like, very beginning, I'm not sure if it was Renrut, but we're all dressed like those nurses, and I had like the flaming chainsaw, and we're doing Back on the Beat. And all the newer players were like, whoa, I want to party with them.
Get away from them. I still have a picture that comes up of me and you in nurses' uniforms, and of course we're both male characters, which is really funny because they're dresses. But it's back when the challenges made you dress up a certain way, you know. But
you hated taking your picture.
I did. We had both brown nurses' uniforms. Yeah, that was funny. Johnny says my wife has informed me that we have become Patreons. Well, thank you, Johnny's wife and Johnny. That's awesome. He says, so I am excited about that. Well, I am too. Thank you so much, Johnny. That's awesome. That is amazing. Thank you very much, and thank you to all my Patreons. Y'all are amazing. Let's see. Professor Chaos, hey, how's it going? James says, my first camp was across the river from Feed the People next to the metal barn with the power armor and workbenches. I know right where that is. Absolutely. And Renret says, yes, that was the time. That was the time.
Well, we did a lot of weird things back then. If King's not around, okay.
Let's go crazy. King's not here. I see. When King's away, y'all will play. I know.
But I don't see you doing that.
A few things going on right now. Gold Rush and Mystery Picked with Minerva.
Minerva?
No.
Minerva.
I mixed the
Purveyor.
I mixed the Purveyor and Minerva together. The Purveyor. Yeah. Mamurg, thank you. That is underway right now in Fallout 76. And then coming up, starting the 14th, which is tomorrow, you've got Double Score, Caps Aplenty, Double Mutations, and Minerva's Big Sale. So a lot of things going on in Fallout 76. The things I want to hear from y'all today, I want to hear two things, really. We've been talking a little bit about some of our favorite things that we've done in Fallout 76. I also want to know where you want Fallout 76 to go from here, because I think it's had a great 3-year run. Now it's kind of, I think we can all agree it's kind of gotten a little stale over the last few months. And we've discussed reasons why that may have happened. But where do you want it to go from here? What do you want to see Bethesda do in the next few years with Fallout 76 to make it more successful? I will say that what Todd Howard said on that AMA, he said over 11 million people have played Fallout 76. That's an impressive number. That's certainly not at one time, but that's a lot of players to play a game. In fact, he said it's one of the most played games that they've ever had. So that's pretty impressive. Just doing a little bit of research, you look at concurrent players, in other words, players playing at the same time, you're only up in the 30 to 40,000s at the same time that I could find. So maybe somebody like Tomorrow or somebody like that could find more substantial numbers on that. But 11 million people from the start till now to have at least played it a little bit, that's quite a bit. But what can we do to make it more successful? I want to hear from y'all on that too. What would you like from Fallout 76? So both your memories and what you want in the future, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Put that on hold for just a minute. I do want to give y'all just a little bit of information from Todd Howard about Starfield. Really neat what he said. This made me really excited, Ghost. Talking about Starfield, he said on the interview that this is the biggest tech jump that they've had in their gaming since Morrowind to Oblivion. He said the Morrowind to Oblivion was a big tech jump. And if you've ever looked, whether you've played Morrowind or not, you can look at Morrowind. I've seen it. Yeah, it's a huge, there's a lot of technological jump there. But he says this one is even bigger than that. So from Fallout 4 or Fallout 76 to Starfield is bigger than the Morrowind to Oblivion. So what is Starfield going to look like? That's very exciting. That gets me even more excited for Starfield. And then the Elder Scrolls 6 and then Fallout 5. Because, I mean, all of those are going to be hopefully at least that good, if not better. Are you, I know you're not huge into space, and you're not an Elder Scrolls person at all, are you?
Well, I've played Skyrim, but that's about it.
But not a lot. You're not a big Elder Scrolls fan.
I like the Fallout universe more.
Are you going to get Starfield and play Starfield? Or am I going to have to talk you into it just like I did Fallout 76?
You dig my glasses. I can't see without them. I can't see up close.
I like the glasses. Just keep the glasses on. See, the reason I don't have my glasses on is I was telling her I cannot see up close without my glasses or with my glasses, so I have to take my glasses off.
Yeah, I'm trying to read the chat, so I can't read it otherwise.
Yeah, well, let me know if I miss anything, and feel free to read any questions you want to read. DeMarco, dude, what's going on? Hey, True Flat, what's going on? Make sure you hit the button, boys and girls. I like that. Thank you, True Flat. And DeMarco, dude, is here with us as well. Starfield, yes, mentioned Starfield. That makes me so excited. And by the way, Todd Howard even mentioned Fallout 5. He said they've already got at least a full page on their ideas for Fallout 5. So does that mean though that they already got a place that picked out for Fallout 5? Do you think?
I hope so.
I would think. I mean, if they've already got a concept of what they want, I bet you they've got a place in mind.
Yeah, I hope so.
We could start the rumor right now. Where do you think Fallout 5 is going to be?
Oh, I personally would love it in San Francisco and go revisit everything that was happening in California.
I would love to see them go back west. Do you think
that's just me?
Do you think Bethesda will ever go back west? They have been in the East Coast because they're all located on the east, but I would love to see them go back west. I really would. And remember, Bethesda likes to kind of tease their games in earlier games, and San Francisco was not only mentioned, it was actually pictured in Fallout 4. It was in, what's his name's little dream sequence? Kellogg, thank you. My memory. Oh, my memory. Wait a minute. Somebody gave me a super chat, and I did not even see it. Really?
Johnny Smith.
Johnny Smith, bless your heart. It didn't show up on my phone, so there it is. Johnny Smith, thank you so much. Love 76, but have been taking a break so I can avoid complete burnout, struggling pretty hard with no new content and recycled events. Wife and I have been hanging on and doing all the small events. I think that's a lot of us right now with 76. Truly. I'll tell you this. I played yesterday, and just to update y'all, I did put out a tweet about this yesterday. I don't know how many of y'all watched my live stream on Skyrim 10th anniversary the other day, but I spent all day yesterday, or most of the day yesterday, leveling up that character so that the next time I live stream, it's all going to be new content that you're going to get to see. So and that hopefully will be next week then that we do another Skyrim live stream. So, but with that all said, I'm enjoying going back to Skyrim. I know that's not your favorite genre, I guess you call it, but I've always loved nights and that kind of stuff. So, and how peaceful it is just to go down to the river and put your rod out there and go fishing.
Yeah, see, that was the first thing that I thought. I'm like, you're gonna just spend like hours just fishing.
Just fishing, yes.
Fishing in the game. I know when I saw that, I'm like, oh, King's gonna be all over that one. I know it. Live stream of you just fishing.
Would that be something that would work in Fallout 76?
Yeah. Why not? There's fish in the water.
There are fish in the water.
And what about panning for gold? I thought we were going to be able to do something like that, too.
Panning for gold would be great, yes. I would love to see both of them. I think that'd be great, especially if you could use the gold to, like, put in a machine and make it into gold bullion.
Yes, that would be cool.
That would be really... Well, hey, y'all tell Bethesda they want to know these things. I think that's an awesome idea. One thing I mentioned in the Skyrim stream, and of course I know I've got more Fallout people here on this, There is something in the Fallout lore, and I should have gone back and checked again. It's either in Fallout 1 or in 2. Something about either there was no fish or there were poisonous fish out west in California. Now I know we're in West Virginia. We don't have to follow that exact lore, but what have y'all heard about fishing or fish in the lore of Fallout? Does that ring a bell? Anybody? Anyway, y'all let me know. Let's see. There's one that says great ideas. I do think those are great ideas. There are fishing rods already in the game. Absolutely, yeah. There's fishing rods, fishing outfits. There's fish in the water. So, absolutely. Even fishing in Minecraft is fun. It adds a little more to the game. Yeah, absolutely.
I like fishing in Minecraft.
Yeah. See, I would love that. I think that would be great. They added it to Skyrim, so why can't they add it to Fallout? That would be wonderful. With that, and I haven't posed this to you yet, Ghost. What would you like to see with Fallout 76 in the near and then the broad future? What do you really want this game to do?
Have more content. I don't know. I'm just one of those people that burn through it really fast, and I can't help it. It's just the way I am. But I get bored. There's just nothing to do after a while. And I wish they'd throw something in there.
What kind of content holds your attention longer? Maybe would be a good question.
Well, it could be quest lines, or say there's that place in Watoga, right by the train station. It's got the mole rats and the robot guys. Put something there, right? They put all this there, and then it just leaves it. It's stuff like that. I wish they just open buildings like we've talked about in the past, that one over by Foundation, where the Mirelurk Queen comes out down that way. You can go in there and it's got a bunch of fishing stuff in it. Put something there, put a vendor there. I don't know.
Or how about open up some of the White Spring rooms that are closed to the.
Well, yeah, remember they got the hand scanners.
Yeah, and you can't get in
and a
them.
lot of that.
Yeah.
What's that all about? It's been 3 years. You'd think they'd have something by now.
Yeah, Nukem says put horses in the world. Hey, wild horses. Skyrim has wild horses now.
Yeah, I don't like horses.
What I love about Fallout 76, and I have loved this since the beginning, and this is what kind of scared me within the last few months because the content has grounded to a halt. But what has so excited me about 76 from the beginning of the game is they've always talked about they want this to last 10 years, and they want to constantly pump new content in. Is the potential of the game. There is so much potential in this game. It's a never-ending Bethesda game, and that is so exciting to me. It's a never-ending Fallout game with new content coming. But it's hard to hang on when it's been how long, and the only new content is scoreboard or Atom Shop stuff. Even your diehard fan can't do that. And again, I don't want to. We've talked about why that may be, but it does look like starting at least with the Mothman Equinox coming up very soon in December, that some new content is coming, and then next year we've got the alien thing that's starting, and that sounds really cool because it's not just one event. It's they're putting in random encounters across the world with alien stuff, so new random encounters are coming in. So maybe they're getting back into the spirit of doing things like they once did. Again, I've told you this, and I think I said it on a live stream. It makes me think of the Sheep Squatch. If you remember how they set up the Sheep Squatch quest line.
I like that. Yeah, that was good.
That was great. I would love to have another cryptid come in like that. But they had random encounters before the Sheep Squatch came. They had the dead cows with the spikes in it. They had the super mutant that was injured. Going, what was that white thing? Then they had the quest line that turned out, spoilers here if y'all haven't played it yet, that was a fake Sheep Squatch. And then about 2 weeks later, they put the real Sheep Squatch into the game. So it was just a brilliant kind of way they did it. I'm hoping they do something like that with the aliens. There's a progression to it, and they're going somewhere with it.
Exactly. You're not like. Well, first I want to say, what do you mean I got bad taste? Golden Dragon Gaming. I want to know what the bad taste is. But yeah, I like that because they kept you going with these, like with the Brotherhood of Steel thing. It finished too quickly. You know, there could have been a little more content to that.
I agree. Yeah, it was very quick.
Yeah,
I wanted it more Wastelander size instead, but it was, quite small. Let's see. You should be able to autofill into, and I know I've missed a bunch of questions and comments today. Please give me what you said again, because I got caught up talking here. Let's see. I've been wanting Enclave content for a long time. I would love to see Enclave content. I hope they include the Enclave with the aliens, because within the Enclave bunker, remember, there were aliens, so we got to see, you could look through that little crack in the door and see the little alien bodies back there in the tubes. So maybe we're going to get some Enclave stuff with the alien stuff. That would be really nice.
Even in what's that vault with all the ice? 96?
Yes.
Is that it?
Uh-huh.
What are those rock things that hum?
That's something I guarantee you that hopefully, again, I think they're doing it. I think they're slowly introducing the alien stuff. I really do. I hope so. Let's see. You should be able to autofill into a team of 3 or 4 in Fallout 76. When you start the game up, it would help it feel less lonely. That makes sense. James says, I would like to see them expand across the river and on the boundaries of the map. They have some much more area they could cover. Absolutely. But again, there is a lot inside the map that they could just open up that really wouldn't put a strain on the servers. They could just open a few of the buildings up. Just open a few of the buildings up and do something with. The castle there in Berkeley Springs, which is an awesome place, it's all boarded up. You can go in like one little floor and then go to the top. That's it. You can go on the back side of the Berkeley Castle there. I would love to see more. I would love to see more West Virginia lore put into the game. That's one thing that I think has made 76 so special up to this point is the Mothman and the Grafton Monster and these things. Put the ghost cow at Vault-Tec University. That's if y'all have watched my thing on Vault-Tec University, there is a ghost cow that they talk about that's up in the whatever the big belfry thing is. Stupid things like that, but I would love to see them put more lore, West Virginia lore, real lore into the game. Let's see. Johnny says, I like the progression idea because it's still relatively fresh after the nuke, so there could be a continuing progression of mutations. Give me a giant spider and I'll be happy. Jeremy says Gold Dragon is a horse nut. And you said you don't like horses. That's what it was. He loves horses, Ghost.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
They don't like me and I don't like them.
Also, the glitches in the game placement. Honestly, a big reason why I haven't had much runtime in-game is because the dang camp placement glitch. If you move your camp, it says needs support. Yeah, I know that one. Hey, Slacker, what's going on, buddy? Hey, King, what you watching while I play Battlefront? Thank you. So my camp has been stuck in one place forever. I'm too scared to move it again. I understand. But my blueprints do that a lot, too. They won't let the blueprints go down. DeMarco Dude says they should add proper mod support. Oh, by the way, before I finish DeMarco Dude's comment, because it's perfectly on this. Somebody asked Todd Howard in the AMA pretty curtly, but they said, hey, a lot more people played Nuclear Winter than are playing these Fallout worlds. Can we have Nuclear Winter back? And I agree with that. It's totally true. But Todd Howard's answer was, we are fully committed to modding or allowing mods to come into Fallout 76. And it is through Worlds, obviously, that those mods are going to come. And that's what I've been saying the whole time. We have just seen the start, again, of what they're going to allow through Worlds. I think they're just doing it this way slowly so they don't break the game. That's just my opinion. They want to make this where people can mod it. So, DeMarco, dude, I think that's exactly what they're doing with the worlds, the custom worlds. He goes on to say creators can do content while Bethesda works on the pit. Yep, that's true. Let's see. James says King's video on Berkeley Castle is great. Go watch it. Thank you, James. All his Spooky Places videos are outstanding. I appreciate that. Hey, the best Virginian's on here. Good to see you. Give us a John Henry Super Sledge. See, there's another beautiful West Virginian legend right there. True legend, I believe. But that would be great to add it to the game. That would be wonderful. The Hatfields and McCoys also is another thing that I know they're kind of in. They're kind of rumored in other states as well, but West Virginia definitely has a claim to some of the Hatfields and McCoys. Fallout for Hope is coming. Will you guys be doing a stream? Yes. Maybe Ghost don't know it yet. I think she does. She was nodding her head. Yes, we are on the Fallout for Hope team. So, yes, we are. Absolutely.
So you signed up for that?
Yeah. We're doing it for St. Jude. All the benefits go to St. Jude Hospital. So, we will probably do... we'll be doing more than one stream for that. That will be good. Isn't the bunny... Okay, Psycho, you're going to have to help me on this one. Isn't the bunny and legend in West Virginia? What's the bunny and legend?
The Bunny Man?
The Bunny Man. I think the goat man is in West Virginia. Look it up, Ghost. See if the Bunny Man is in West Virginia. Can you? Are you where you can? If not, somebody else look up the Bunny Man. Yes, Razorbacks. Hey, somebody talked about my shirt. There you go. I asked Ghost if my Razorback was too subtle today. The Hogs played basketball earlier today and won, and we are playing LSU in an hour in football. So, yes, I call the Hogs because I am in Arkansas. Is there more slots for camps other than the 3? Yes, you can get up to 5. You can buy up to 5.
You have to buy them, yeah.
Yeah. Fallout 76. Go ahead.
Virginia. It does say Virginia. Northern Virginia is most gruesome urban legend. I don't know if it's West Virginia, though, is it?
And it's the Bunny Man?
Northern Virginia.
Well, tell us what the Bunny Man is. What? Psycho, what is the Bunny Man? That don't sound too gruesome. Fallout 6 already has a limited player base. The amount of people with private worlds even less. Less people, less modders, less quality mods. It could be severely limited. But I get why it has to be that way, though. Yep. Yeah, we always knew it was going to have to be through the private worlds. Giant Sasquatch boss. I agree, Professor Chaos. Where is Bigfoot? Where is the Apple Devil? There's so many names in West Virginia for the Sasquatch. It's definitely a good looking shirt. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I like this shirt. Zonder Bunny says he's never ever been to West Virginia.
Yeah, me neither.
And Psycho and Gold Dragon, they both confirm it's in Virginia, not West Virginia. Johnny says, "Go Pigs." It's "Go Hogs," but that's good. Hey, as long as you're close there, that's great. That's great. So, Ghost, does the alien stuff excite you at all?
Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that content excites me. I hope they do a lot with it. I hope they do more than just one little event with it. I hope they I hope they really pour it on with the alien stuff. I've talked for quite a while that I really hope what they're wanting to do is to give us content every quarter, or at least I hope that that's their goal. And if you look at the roadmaps they've put out, that's really been what they've wanted to do. They'll put out a spring, a summer, a fall, and a winter, which is, the 4 quarters. So do you see them possibly, with COVID going away, I'm saying that hopefully, y'all know, with COVID going away, everybody say it with hope, COVID going away, do you think possibly we can get major content every quarter for 2022 for Fallout 76? That would be amazing to me. Get the aliens in the spring, and then however they want to do it, whether it's the pit in the summer or something else. I mean, I think that would get most everyone excited for Fallout 76. Would that keep the fan base excited? Would that be enough content? I think so.
Yep, I think so.
In fact, this year, what did we get this year other than the Brotherhood? Didn't we just get the 2 things of the Brotherhood? Wasn't that it?
I think so.
Because they just kept taking things off of the schedule. A mutated Bigfoot would be scary, absolutely. I agree. The best.
They have Bigfoot there, right?
Yes, the Best Virginian says Sutton now has a Bigfoot museum in West Virginia. They could introduce it in 76 and build up to a Bigfoot encounter. I love it. In Sutton. That would be great. That would be absolutely great. Write them a ticket. Write Bethesda a ticket. I think that would be great. The only reason I see that they've probably not done that is because there was a Bigfoot in Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Now, that wouldn't keep me from doing it, but that's the only reason I can see that they didn't do it. I mean, you'd think they would put one in with all the other cryptids they have in this game, because that's a very common cryptid.
Water slide.
The water slide. Don't you love the water slide? I do.
It was cool the first time, but
yeah.
It was fun going down, but it's like, well, it's okay. Yeah. That is that's the hard line that they have to meet in this game, and y'all have heard me talk about this before, and I want to talk to Ghost about it. The hard thing that they have to do is to find content that you don't just zoom through. Like you said, you zoom through it and you get bored. But yet everybody wants story content. But story content, you generally only play it once or maybe twice at the most. So they want repeatable content, but the only repeatable content they've been able to come up with is things like daily ops or custom worlds. They've been kind of duds. So they're. If we could get new stuff, see, that's the problem with daily ops. It's like I don't even want to do it anymore because I just keep getting the same junk. You know, and they said they were going to change that, and come on, it hasn't really changed. I don't know. I'm still getting stash boxes, and
jumpsuits, yeah. 94 stash boxes and jumpsuits, yeah.
No more.
Okay, here's a question. How would you have improved the water slide? I'll just ask that to you.
How would I have improved? I wouldn't have made it. To be honest. I mean, improve it? I don't know.
Yeah, I would have never thought of it to make for a Fallout game.
But you got to do the clap and go down the side.
It's pretty fun. Jeremy agrees, put more big monsters. I agree. We need another cryptid. and I want it to go along with the lore of Fallout or West Virginia. I think that's what makes, to me, again, that's what has made Fallout 76 so special. It has brought so many neat things to the Fallout lore family. If it weren't for Fallout 76, the Mothman wouldn't be a part of the Fallout universe, but because of it, we have that. By the way, Todd was asked about the TV show, and I would probably be remiss if I didn't bring up the TV show here before we get done, and we've still got about 15 minutes, but all he said about the TV show was it is moving forward, and we're excited about it. So, I haven't had a chance to put you on the spot about the TV show. What are your thoughts about the TV show, is about where it may be located and what it's going to be on? Do you think it's going to be, well, I guess what I'm asking is, do you think they're going to base it on somewhere where a game is, like Washington, D.C. or West Virginia, or are they going to go somewhere brand new?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I think
they would probably be missing a huge opportunity to promote a game. Now, whether that's Fallout 76 or whether it's another game, maybe it's a remaster game, or wouldn't it be great if the TV show was in Washington, D.C., and when it came out, a remaster of Fallout 3 came out too? Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Because what The Witcher TV show on Netflix has done for the Witcher game. I mean, it's been amazing for the sales of the Witcher game. And how long ago did The Witcher come out? The Witcher 3. It's been several years. So, but when that show came out on Netflix, everybody started going back and buying the game again. So I think there's a lot of places I would like the TV show to be, but I've got to be honest, I would love to see the Mothman, or their concept of the Mothman, on TV. I would love to see some of the things that's in 76 on TV.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the TV show? Let's see. How about repairing the railroads and be able to visit neighboring states to expand the 76 map? I've actually talked about that. We've talked about that before on our live streams. There are several of the railroad tunnels. One that will lead directly into Washington, D.C., and the Best Virginia knows exactly the one that it is, and some of the other people that live in West Virginia know as well. But yes, I think that's a great thing and would be a great way to travel outside of the map, if you're going to travel outside of the map. And I know we're going to be doing that this year with the pit. I know that's going to be part of the new content that comes. But again, I think what me and Ghost are saying is there's so much potential left inside the map to do. Open up the buildings. There's so much area inside the map that you can still do. I believe it 100%. Johnny, thank you, brother. Another super chat. He says it could be a double-edged sword. If they do a new location for a TV, they could kill that location for a possible game. I don't know. What do you think? Absolutely, yeah. I think they're missing a huge opportunity for maybe I just have a marketing brain, but if they just say do New York, okay, I'm just throwing that out there. And of course, yes, it will promote Fallout in general, but it does not promote any one game. Then I think they're missing a huge opportunity. What do you think, Ghost? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't see the TV show being successful. Oh, I do. If they do as good of a job as the Witcher people did, it's absolutely going to work. I mean, if it's well done, it's going to be a success, in my opinion. Especially as popular as the Fallout series is. DeMarco Dude says, guessing the TV show will be somewhere new for new audiences. Makes it so the writers are less constrained by existing lore in the region, and fans won't get ticked when they get it wrong. Haha. Very true. Todd also said, or it was said, that they were mailed a book of lore. Now, I would love to have that book of lore, or a pamphlet of lore. So whatever they were given, and it was given to them by, and I wished I could pronounce his name, Emil Pagliano. What's his name? The guy at Bethesda. Do you know who I'm talking about, Ghost?
What's his name? Emil? Or
Emil.
like that?
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
I don't know how to pronounce his last name either. But anyway, they were given this whole booklet of lore. Okay, so wherever and whatever they're doing, DeMarco Dude, they were given lore to follow. They were given a lot of Fallout lore. Since there is no book or is no TV show, nothing that the writers can go on, they didn't just say, here, play this game. They actually wrote up a bunch of lore, which was nice of them. Maryland Heights, right across from Harper's Ferry. Yes, thank you. That's what I thought it was. Kane says, I don't care as long as the story is good, but if they do West Virginia, it should be set over 100 years later so as not to tread on 76. That's a good idea, too. Do it during the time of Fallout 3 in West Virginia. That might be an idea. Kennebunkport, Maine. Hey, there's a neat idea. Psycho says TV show in West Virginia, then it's easier because less history has happened since the war. That's also true. Professor Chaos says, yeah, they have to do something. I just did Uranium Fever alone on Xbox. Let's see. DeMarco Dude says, to your example of The Witcher, though, they follow the books, not the games. Oh, I agree. I agree. And there's definitely a lot there to follow. But what I'm saying is that show did so good, and it affected the game so well. And it's really hard to say, here's the books over here and here's the game over here, because they're all based on the same thing. It's all the same story. Yes, Fallout does not have a book, but Fallout has a huge fan base. And if the people at Westworld, those are the people that are doing the show, if they can understand the Fallout universe and can convey that on screen in a way that The Witcher conveyed the Witcher universe on screen, then I think it will be a success, if that makes sense. That's what I think. Ghost, what do you think? Do you understand what DeMarco Dude's saying? Newcomb says Portland, Oregon. Well,
the only thing I heard about the series is that one of the directors, the lady I think it was, talking about how they're going to make it a little quirky, and that made me a little nervous. What does that mean, quirky?
Yeah, she said it's wild. She said it's going to be wild.
Yeah, so that makes me a little nervous because she's kind of a new time director.
Yeah,
she did that one movie on HBO. Well, it went on regular, but I forget what it was. Sorry, my ear things keep popping out. You should probably watch the movie and kind of see how she directs things. It makes me nervous.
Yeah, I've watched the first season of Westworld.
I've watched Westworld. Yeah.
I don't know how much that can tell you about it, but yeah.
The first season was good. It kind of strayed toward the end. The third, what was that about? I don't know. It got kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah. If quirky, I don't like the word quirky. Hopefully they make it darker and more serious. I hope they don't. But yet Fallout does have a humor to it as well. So Todd was the one that says you can do anything with Fallout. So I don't know. And I'm sure he's told those people that as well, and that's not a good thing to tell TV people, because they will take that and run with it. Portland, Oregon, and Psycho says Portland is becoming a wasteland already. Yeah. Poor Portland. Johnny says, I believe that Amazon will give this the respect it deserves. Fallout has such a huge following throughout all the games. I'm sure that they don't want to have to deal with the backlash from messing it up. I'm sure most of y'all know this, but years ago, right after Skyrim came out, Bethesda was offered to do a TV show on Skyrim, and or on the Elder Scrolls, and Todd Howard turned them down. And basically, I mean, the networks and the higher ups were begging. They were saying, "We'll do a TV show, we'll do a movie, we'll do whatever you want." Of course, that was after Skyrim was going crazy, and Todd Howard basically said at that point, "Nope, never going to do it, never going to happen." And honestly, I think if it wasn't for The Witcher, we would not see this happening now. But I think The Witcher caused Howard and others to go, "Oh, this can work," because it is dangerous or scary to take something that you love so much and put it in someone else's hands and say, "Here, don't mess it up." And that was his feeling about it. Okay, guys, we're down to the last 5 minutes. Y'all know what that means. Y'all can say anything you want. Well, within reason. Ask anything you want. And Ghost, you can do the same. I do want to say one thing. Ghost, I have so enjoyed having you on the KingCast. I hope you come on more. It's taken me this long to talk you into getting on here, but I appreciate you being on here today and talking a little bit about our nostalgia of Fallout 76. Vault Girl, hey Vault Girl, she says they could always take the show to the middle of the U.S. That way they aren't touching the East or the West Coast. That would be great. Y'all could come to Arkansas. We can invite y'all down. That's the middle, right?
Arkansas.
Aren't we the middle? We're in the middle. We're just way down low in the middle. The new Loki series kind of stole a bunch of that Fallout vibe. I hadn't seen any of the Loki series.
I have.
Is it feel Fallout-y?
Parts of it, I guess, maybe, but not a lot. I don't know. I didn't quite see it like that, but.
Psycho talking about Portland more. Yeah. We need to pray for the people in Portland. Todd Howard said, only if it has 17 times the detail. Snarky, snarky, snarky. Happy anniversary, King and crew. Thank you, sir. Yeah, happy anniversary to Fallout 76. Long live the Red Rocket.
Have a mohawk.
Ghost, you were awesome as usual. Great work, James says. It was nice to see Ghost. We love her, Psycho says. I
used to have red hair.
I fully expect Ghost to have a mohawk because she is.
My hair color used to be your shirt color.
Oh, really?
But back in my day, I was told I wouldn't have a job if I didn't dye my hair back. So.
Oh.
So I stayed a blonde.
Well, back in the day, I had hair.
I have a lot of hair. I need to cut this.
What do you think of the Starfield suite? Meaning the music? Is that what you're talking about, Zachary? I think. I enjoyed it. I don't know if that's going to be. I don't think that's going to be the main theme. I think they're probably holding on to the main theme, that theme, and if it was the main theme, I'll just tell you this: nothing. And y'all may have a different opinion of this, but there is no game anywhere that beats the Skyrim theme. That Skyrim theme with the drums starting out and the That is just amazing, man. I'm like Todd Howard. It gives me chills. It does. It is just wow. Listen to that thing with headphones. I hope they do something that good with Skyrim. But I love all the music that they do. They do great music.
Oh, okay. So he's talking about like the timekeepers from the Loki. Okay, yeah. I see that. Oh yeah. Okay, I get what he's talking about now.
So it does have a Fallout vibe.
Yeah. Okay. Now that refreshing my memory. Yeah. It kind of has that vibe.
Real quick before we close, what has surprised you with the last 3 years of Fallout 76? And I'm just going to throw a couple of questions out and put you on the spot here. Has anything surprised you with the game in the last 3 years? Maybe about where we are with Fallout 76, or are we about where you thought we would be?
No, I thought we'd be a little further along.
I did too. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of periods of time there was just nothing.
Yeah. I think we were cruising along real good, and then it just kind of I agree.
It tapered off, and especially with all this stuff going on now with the company. Yeah. So what's going on? It'd be nice if they kind of filled us in a little bit.
And here's
everywhere I'm looking at. Oh, the end of 76. Oh, you go on YouTube and everyone's
Yeah.
I don't know about the end of it. They're making a lot of money off the Atom Shop or Atomic Shop.
Yeah, and here's a question to that end. Because I know all of us, it's like I think James or Johnny one was talking about, he's just been doing the basics and then, trying to stay off of it so he don't burn out. And I think me and you've been doing the same thing. I've been playing other things. You've been playing other things. But let's just talk about the casual Fallout 76 gamer. When they quit Fallout 76 and go play something else, do they come back? Will they come back? Even when there's new...
Don't you think they're kind of doing that now?
I think a lot will, but I think there's...
did you see that thing they had, how many players at a time are on? And you can kind of see a pattern where everyone drops off, and then there's new content. It goes back up, and then it drops down, and up, down, up, down. I think they are coming back whenever there's new content.
The only thing that worries me is there's a lot of gamers, though, that when they quit a game, they take it out of their computer, or they unload it from whatever system they're using, and that's it. They're gone. They're done with it. I hope that's not the case with Fallout 76, because it's really not that kind of game. If it's going to last 10 years, I hope they do come back. And if
10 years.
Yeah, I hope it does last 10 years. That's what they said from the start.
I know. See, that's what. And then think about when Fallout 5 comes out.
Yeah.
That's.
Don't say what you said. Don't say what you said before the podcast. Let's see. Jeff says.
How old?
Jeff says I am casual and I come back. Good. It is good to take breaks. It is absolutely. Cirque says Microsoft's buyout, COVID, and all hands on deck for Starfield and Elder Scrolls makes sense for the content this year. Hope for bigger things. And I do really think we're going to have a bigger year next year. Well, guys, I want to thank y'all so much for watching the KingCast as always. Ghost, thank you so much for being not only my partner on live streams, but now a partner here on the KingCast. And I want to invite you to come back anytime. Is there anything else you want to say about the anniversary of Fallout 76?
No. I kind of wish there was something special for tomorrow, maybe.
I do too.
Because it has been 3 years.
Yep.
But I don't know. I doubt it.
Maybe they're waiting on the 5th year anniversary to do something really special.
Carry weight boosters or
Gosh, I got 50 of them right now. And you can't give them away. You can't sell them. You can't do anything with them.
You have to just pop it.
Yeah, you can't do anything. Well, guys, thank y'all so much again. Ghost, thank you for being here on the KingCast with me. Y'all have a great rest of the weekend. And hopefully, I'll see y'all next week. We'll see y'all Tuesday, hopefully, for a live stream. Bye, everybody.